Good afternoon, Malacan Press Corps. Happy Monday. Let's now have Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Good afternoon. Good noon. Whose birthday is this today?
None, no, no, no.
Your birthday? That's why you're in red or orange? Happy birthday.
Go on, Ace. Questions, Kathy?
Happy Easter!
Question and
Sino ba si Easter?
Microphone, please. Raymond Tinasa.
Nasaan si Henry? Wala na naman si Henry. Kanina nanggigising eh.
Hi, sir. Good noon.
Sa-
Sir, just your reaction to the report of Mr. Dante Ang with regards to the alleged House Duterte plot wherein he implicated, according to his source in his write-up, that some journalists, especially from PCIJ, are behind as the propaganda machinery of that House plot.
The source of that is from the office of the president. From the president himself. I don't know how he got one, but it's coming from the president. I talked to him the other day. You must remember that the president has so many sources. So he got this matrix from one of his sources.
So,
And I'm not even surprised that there is such a plot. If you notice, this has been going on. The pattern is clear, false news, and then transferred to another, and it circulates. So I'm not surprised at all. But it was interviewed this morning by Henry, was asking if what will be the reaction of the palace if the journalist mentioned here would say that the palace is trying to stifle the right. And my answer, and I will repeat, we have never stifled dissent in this country. It's the president who encourages dissent. That is what democracy is all about. For the last 3 years, no journalist has been charged with any case in relation to his or her exercise of the freedom of speech or of the press.
absent the AFP and the police, you are actually convinced that these journalists can or have the capacity to plot or even to oust the president?
It's not the capacity. When you conspire with others, you don't have to have the capacity because others will do it for you. In other words, what these people are doing is to give succor or assist the enemy if they're not the enemy themselves.
Sir, last point. So, what will you do with the matrix, or how will you counter? So, we will be expecting that the president will do a counter propaganda.
The counter propaganda is the achievements done by this administration. And the result, as you have seen, is the very high satisfactory and trust rating of the president. Surveys after surveys.
Thank you, sir.
Rose Novenario.
Hi sir, follow-up lang po. Sir, anong legal action, legal move ang gagawin po ng palasyo sa alleged nasa likod po nung demolition job?
Di ba, they're at it already for the last how many months already or years. Pinapabayaan lang namin. We just want them to know that we know.
Ayun lang
And
po.
we want the people to know that They are on this.
So wala pong legal move na gagawin? Hindi nyo ididemanda?
Kaya lang namin sila.
Ayan. Thank you.
Follow-up questions? Chona and then Ina?
Yun lang
Sa
sana.
ngayon, sa ngayon. Kasi if the plot thickens and they perform acts which are already violation of the penal laws, that's a different story.
So mag-expect po ba tayo ng loyalty check sa hanay ng polis at militar?
Wala. The military and the police are all behind him naman. That's a fact.
Okay, Chona?
Sir, will the palace monitor the activities of these journalists who are
No.
in the matrix?
You don't have to monitor. They're all there doing their thing,
Julie,
trying to destroy this government
Julie
by
then Ina.
spreading false news and planting intrigues against the government.
Sir, last night in Cabadbaran City, President Duterte said that the source of the information was a foreign country. Since
Was it
you're-
what?
The President Duterte said that the source of the information was from a foreign ally. Since you're saying that the matrix that came out in the Manila Times came from the office of the president, can you identify which country gave it to you?
I do not know which country. If he said that, you have to ask him himself.
President Duterte, you mean?
Yeah, you can ask him where he got the source and who provided him with the info.
So is it safe to say, sir, that that since you're saying that the office of the president is the source of the information, President Duterte did orchestrate through the Manila Times yung paglabas ng Matrix?
I said earlier I didn't even know where they got a copy of this matrix. Although since journalists are very creative and has so many access, sometimes I cannot even understand why we haven't even left the cabinet meeting. Some of you already know what's happening inside.
Sir, I'm sorry.
So magagaling.
Sir,
In other words, meron kayong mga malls.
I just need to clarify, sir. The office of the president did not give the Matrix to the Manila
No.
Times.
As far
But
as
you're
I know.
saying that the source of the Matrix was the office of the president earlier.
I'm
That's what you're saying.
supposed to expose it today. Naunahan pa ako ng Manila Times.
So what you're saying, sir, is that the matrix that you're supposed to publicize today is the same one that came out in the
Yes.
Manila Times. But you're not saying that the office of the president gave the matrix to the Manila Times.
No, sabi ko nga sa'yo, very creative. Ako nga dapat naunahan pa ako. Magaling. Magaling ang mga periodista natin. Kasing galing nyo.
Okay, Ina? Ina Andulong.
Sir, just to press a little on the source of the matrix, because the president himself confirmed, and let me quote what he said a few days ago. What you did not know is that you are being listened to habang ginagawa ninyo yung mga kalokohan ninyo. It was an intelligence report, not from us, but from another country. Although you're saying na hindi mo alam which country,
Yeah, hindi
at
ko
the
alam.
very least,
Wala siya, hindi niya sinabi sa
is
akin.
this something that is okay, sanctioned by Malacanang, a foreign government, or yeah, foreign countries spying on
Hindi.
Filipino
Alam niyo
citizens?
yan, yun ang tinatawag na sharing of intelligence information. That's standard for all countries. They share intelligence information. If it affects the security of a particular country, talagang they share information.
But they're... Okay, so how would you describe... What would make them listening to reporters, as you claim,
I don't know.
valid? Why would it be okay?
I'm not saying valid. I'm just saying to you that this.
What would justify it, rather?
I'm just saying that this is intelligence information sharing. That's how they call it.
Sir, si PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde had a statement on this earlier. He said that although the stabilization plots are possible, there's really no specific evidence, he says, to support itong sinasabing destabilization plot in the based from the Bicoy videos.
Baka sa kanila yon, sa party nila. Ay, hindi lang naman silang ahensya ng gobyerno on matters of security ng ating bansa.
So right now, sir, you're saying what ang ginagawa nitong mga reporters na sinasabi ninyo ay they're assisting the enemy. So who is this enemy that
Kung
that
sino
they're
yung gusto mag-out sa presidente, yun. Either tinutulungan nila o sila kasama sila doon.
Sino nga yun, sir, as far as Malacanang?
Ay,
Baka may nasabi na po yung foreign...
Wala naman
Intel.
sinasabi. But I suppose they're the enemies of the state. Sino bang gustong magpabagsak sa gobyerno kundi yung mga kalaban ng Estado?
Who are the... Can you specify? Leftist? Sino po ba?
Basta kasama na lahat ng mga kalaban ng gustong magpabagsak sa gobyerno.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, follow up. Cedric?
Sir, good afternoon po. Sir, para mas malinaw lang po, yung source nung storya po ay someone from the OP or the president himself, sir? Para mas malinaw.
Anong source? Sinabi ko na nga sa'yo na kaya hindi ka nakikinig. Sabi ko sa'yo, I'm supposed to release this today. Nauna pa nga ako ng Manila Times. Ibig sabihin, mas magaling silang
No, sir, kasi
monitor.
nabanggit nyo kanina, sir, the president himself. Nabanggit nyo po kanina, the president himself.
Ang
Yung source.
presidente ang nakatanggap nito. Pero whether or not Manila Times got it from us, definitely hindi.
Okay, so hindi po ibinigay ng OP or ng Pangulo?
Sinabi na nga hindi, let ko. Hindi. Hindi.
Sige sir, follow up lang po sir. Para lang po malinaw sir. Sir, follow up lang po. Wala po kayang nalalabag na legal standards or ethical standards itong pag-listen in ng ibang bansa doon sa supposed...
Sinagot ko na rin yan. Sinabi ko na sa inyo, we call that intelligence information sharing.
Okay, Cedric, thank you. Ace?
Sec, can you give us details on the vetting process that you did for this matrix?
You will have to ask the president himself because siya ang source nitong matrix. O di tanongin ninyo siya kung paano niya binet, paano niya binalidate.
So how reliable is the information relayed to him?
Siguro naman, considering he's the president, and he has so many sources, validated yan.
Pero remember, may mga pagkakataon din dati sa drug matrix, nag-apologize siya dati.
Isa lang naman yun, out of what? Out of a million, tapos isa lang yun naman.
So we can say it's properly vetted. Did it
yes.
undergo a rigorous verification process? Kasi i-release nyo to.
Hindi yan mag-instruct sa akin na i-release ko kung hindi niya na-validate.
So may validation, may proper validation.
Siyempre.
Okay. Salamat po.
Okay, Marisol, then Ina?
Sir, you mentioned that the President instructed you to release the matrix. Naunahan lang talaga kayo ng Manila Times.
Yeah, I think so. Kasi supposed to be ako maglalabas nito ngayon
Sir, why did the President instruct you to
Bakit naman
release
hindi?
the matrix?
Kasi kahit hindi niya ako in-instruct, kung natanggap ko ito, ilalabas ko.
Why, sir? What's the essence?
Bakit naman? This is very important. If there is an oust or there is a ouster plan, then people should know about it.
Bakit, sir?
The people, what do you mean, bakit? People have the right to know what's happening in this government. And that includes people who want to destroy this government.
So, sir,
It's our
parang-
constitutional duty to inform the public of what is happening.
And what was the exact instruction po of the President to you, sir?
What do you mean, what the...
Yung exact instruction po niya sa'yo, just to air it, just to
Yeah.
publicize.
That I touch it on my news briefing today.
Okay, Ina.
Sir, I'm looking at the matrix dito sa Manila Times. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one that you have over there, but can you explain to us, medyo confusing and then there's not much detail doon sa article and how it works. Ang daming linya, email used to log in, Verifiles, then web IP, email used to log in, link.
I
Can
think
you
the
explain
article
to
of
us,
the Manila Times is clear enough.
No.
It says coming from this, papunta dun sa ganun.
Yeah, but the matrix itself, yung links, can you tell us from you, since you were told by the President to explain it to us, I assume.
No, he didn't tell me to explain it. Kaya nga, sabi niya,
So bakit in-instruct ka po na ilabas?
Alan?
Why
Eh,
did-
hindi ba sinagot ko na, we have to inform the
Oo nga.
public.
So, and it's through that matrix which I'm asking, can you please explain it to us? Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng video uploader, then email used to log in, because we cannot rely on a colleague's report solely.
Ay, hindi. Kung ano yung sinabi ng Manila Times, yun na yun. Yun, maganda nga pag-explain nila.
No, sir, we'd like to hear it from you, especially since you were instructed by the President
No,
himself.
the instruction of the President just to touch on it. Pinadala sa
Okay,
akin
so
to.
can you explain us to the matrix, sir? How does it work?
I don't know how it works. Sabi ko, tinanong nga si Presidente, how will, if suppose they ask this, tell them to ask me. Oo.
So he told
Kasi
you,
siya kung ganyan nanggaling, di siya ang
he
makaka-explain.
told you to release it to him. Now we're asking you, and then his
No.
response is, we
to
ask
touch on
him.
it, not to touch on this.
Okay.
Kasi pinadala sa akin to eh. O, hindi nakita ko.
Okay.
Kaya nilabas ko. Pinailabas naman pala. Mas maganda pa nga yung paliwanag ng Manila Times, kompleto pa eh.
Yeah, but you're supposedly the source, sir, di ba?
No, I'm
So
not the
you-
source.
No,
It's
the president. Exactly, and he instructed you to relay
No,
that to
he-
us. So I was hoping
No,
for a
he
bit
just
more
asked me
explanation.
to touch on it. Yun lang ang sabi niya.
Meaning, ano
Oo
po?
yan. Kasi
A simple explanation of the matrix, please, sir.
Hindi ko nga alam ang explanation nito. Basta kung ano yung nakalagay sa Manila Times, mas klaro eh. Kung ano yung pagkalagay doon, maganda yung...
Assume, sir, that the Manila Times hindi kayo naunahan. So how would you explain it to us
Pwede
then?
ganun din. Kung ano yung nakalagay sa Manila Times.
Check naman. Thank you, sir.
Nasaan nyo? Teka,
Rose,
sandali ah.
I mean, as you know, it starts with a video, and then there's a line po kasi, it's sent email. Whose
Ano
email
nakalagay
is
dito?
used? And then, ano po ba?
Ganda ng paliwanag nila. Bilib nga ako sa kanila.
I hope you are not quoting a media article, sir. I would,
No, hindi. Gusto kong para marinig mo. Ang ganda nga ng paliwanag.
unless he's the source himself.
Ayan, no? There's an obvious pattern.
Why?
Close coordination. The playbook is all too familiar. Sabi niya, utilize the media, plant fake news.
Sir, we appreciate the article from Manila Times, but we would like to hear your explanation
Hindi,
because you are the
hindi.
one supposed to be
I would
releasing it to
be
us.
hearsay yung akin. Dahil hindi naman
Hearsay?
ako
Why would you say it's hearsay?
sinabi, because hindi sa akin ang source eh. I'm not the source eh. It's the president.
You were instructed by the
No,
source. You're the presidential
he didn't
spokesman.
explain to me. He just sent me this. And then sabi niya, sige, touch mo.
So again,
Dalawa.
please give us a simple explanation on what it is.
Anong gusto mong explanation? There is
What
an
is it?
ouster plot.
Kasi linya-linya po eh.
O hindi, ang ibig lang sabihin niyan, yung mga, nandun mga pangalan, yun ang mga miyembro ng organization. Di ba? There is the National Union of People's Lawyer. Who are the members of that? Ito yun, yung grupong yun, nakangalan doon. Sa Raffler naman, sino ba yung mga nandun? Yun na yun. It was named there. And sa PCIJ, nandun din. O hindi ba very clear naman? Ilagay lang ang mga pangalan para alam natin kung sino yung mga nandun.
I'm asking about the process. There appears to be some
Diba,
sort of a
galing daw
workflow.
kay Bicoy, tapos dadala kay Tordesillas, and then ipapasa niya naman sa iba. Oh, yun. That's it. That's how I understood the matrix.
Thank you, sir.
The way the Manila Times explained it too.
okay, Rose, then Cedric, and Ace. Last three na to sa topic na to.
Ay, sir. So, ibig
Yes.
niyo sabihin, sir, yung linya ng pag-iisip ng Malacanang at saka yung pagkakasulat ni Dante ang pareho, tugma, 100% accurate
The
si
way
Dante
it was explained, tama naman. Kasi based on this, ganun nga. Kasi from Bicoy, papunta kay Tordesillas, tapos may mga linyang araw. Di ibig sabihin ni spread.
So, kung shinare po
In
ito
other words,
ng...
just looking at this, using your common sense, hindi nga, kasi nandito nakalagay naman eh. Nandito yung source. Tapos, papunta kay Ellen Tordesillas, and then 3 hours papunta dun sa tatlong company
So,
o
wala pong
organization.
sir,
O di ibig sabihin,
wala pong authority na mag-explain sa amin, halimbawa po from the intelligence community, from cyber division, ng NBI o kung
Wala.
sino pong a mere piece of paper po, parang gusto nyo paniwalaan na namin?
Ay galing kay Presidente, kaya paniwalaan nyo.
Oh. Pero kailangan po may paliwanag kasi.
Sabi nga ni Presidente, tell them to ask me. Oh, yun ang sagot niya. Kaya pag
Kasi po
nakita
kung
niyo siya, tanungin niyo.
Kung sharing po ng intelligence information, dapat po may taga-intelligence community na magpapaliwanag man lang. Kasi sa kanila, I'm sure senior yun. Nung ibinigay po kay Presidente,
Hindi, diniretso kay Presidente.
kaya po, siyempre papavet po ni Presidente yan sa intelligence community.
Hindi natin alam.
niya
Basta,
agad
ang sabi niya sa
paniniwalaan
akin,
yun
they have questions, tell them to ask me. Yun, that's it. I'm just relaying to you.
So may plano po mag-conduct ng press
Aba, pag
conference
nakita
si
niyo,
Presidente?
i-ambush niyo kagad, tulungan ko kayo pa-ambush. Ambush
So
interview.
siya magpe-press con si Presidente?
Hindi. Yung mga nandun sa Beijing, yun, ang makakasiguro. Yan, si Ina, sigurado yun. Nandun ka ba? Wala. Hindi ka darating.
Sir?
Ay, si Maricel. Ay, si...
Cedric.
Sorry po, sir.
Cedric.
Sir, i-rephrase ko
Pia.
yung last two questions po. No? Sir, let's if we can pretend if for the next few seconds na hindi lumabas yung article ng Manila Times, sir. What were you supposed to tell us, sir? How were you supposed to break the story to
Oh,
us,
di
sir?
sabihin ko, may matrix dito, pinadala sa akin ni Presidente. Oh, di, ganun din ang paliwanag ko. Galing kay
Yes, sir,
Bicoy,
go ahead
papunta kay Tordesillas. Kung ano nakalagay sa araw, di yun.
Okay, Ace.
Yeah, simple lang naman yan. Ang ibig sabihin, the source is Bicoy. Gumawa siya ng mga fake news. Pinadala niya, hindi nga alam kung sino. Obviously, ano yun, pseudonym lang. O kung sino man yun. Pinadala niya kay Tordesillas, pinadala naman ni Tordesillas sa tatlo. Tapos kinalat na nila. Yun lang naman ang ibig sabihin nito.
Sec, kasi kaya we are asking for an official explanation. Kasi
Yun ang official
Yeah, kasi
explanation.
mahirap naman yung common sense lang.
Oh.
Yung araw-araw and we are tagging people and making some serious allegations.
Yun ang
na-
explanation. That's the explanation. The source is Bicoy. It was related to Tordesillas and Tordesillas related to 3 groups na dinistribute naman nila.
Ito, Sec, ganito na lang. So, yung sinabi lang, hindi man lumabas sa dyaryo ngayon, who briefed you about the Matrix? Kasi sabi niyo, di
Presidente
ba,
nga ang kausap ko.
so the President told
Yeah.
you how it, hindi niya sinabi.
Hindi niya sinabi ako. Sabi niya, may papadala ako sa diyang, ganito, Matrix. Sabi ko, ano ba yun? Mr. President. Sabi niya, ouster plot against me. O, edi, bahala ka na. Touch on it.
Tinanong niyo siya kung how it worked.
Hindi na. Basta sabi ko, paano kung tanungin ng media ganito? Tell them na galing sa akin mismo yan. They can ask me. Yun. Okay. Sabi ko naman.
Sige po.
Okay, MPC? Other issue?
RJ.
Virgil.
Sir, we'll just like to confirm if the President will be attending yung BOA forum mamaya.
Hindi ko pa alam kasi nag-text ako dun sa OP kung tuloy o hindi. Wala pang sagot.
Ay, wala pa.
Wala pang sagot. Kasi nag-text si Ina eh. Kaya pinaward ko yung tanong.
So, wala pa sa Manila si President, sir.
Ha?
Is the President in Manila already?
Palagay wala pa.
Okay.
Okay, MPC? May tanong pa? No more na? Raymond, meron ka tanong? RJ. Okay, thank you, MPC.
Oy, teka muna. Yung natanggap niyo ba yung yung aking response kay Mr. Del Rosario? Natanggap niyo yun? Pero hindi pa lumabas yun. Lumabas na? Saan? Meron ba dyaryo ng Holy Week? Ano, Sabado lang? Ganon? Okay.
Sir, may last 2 questions, Rose and then Cedric.
Rose.
Sir, sino po yung nasa likod ni Bicoy?
Hindi ko alam. Tanungin natin
So,
sa
ayun nga po, iimbestigahan yung matrix na yan. Para
Sabi ni
malaman ko sino
Presidente,
yung
if
nasa
you have
likod.
any question, you can ask him direct.
Kasi sabi ni Chief
From the
PNP
source.
Albayalde, iimbestigahan dati ng PNP
O,
kung
di
sino yung
imbestigahan.
bikoy eh.
Siguro,
Di ibig sabihin,
baka meron silang
iimbestigahan.
separate investigation.
Cedric, and then, sorry, may Pia,
Yeah.
and then RJ.
Sorry, sa Matrix pa rin po, sir. Sir, ngayong lumabas na yung story, sir, does the palace consider the plot effectively quelled? Or are you anticipating maybe some sort of reorganization from the plotters?
Anong tanong mo? Whether it's, ano?
Quelled na po yung plot. Kung wala na. Crushed. Wala na, tapos na, kaput.
Hindi natin alam kung tutuloy pa rin nila. Basta as far as we're concerned, we're exposing it. But as I said, they can do the worst. We'll just do our best. And the Filipino people naman, apparently do not believe them. Lahat na mga kasinungalingan, hindi naman pinaniniwalaan. Otherwise, matagal na bumagsak ang rating ni Presidente.
Sir, does the
Yeah.
palace consider this plot as a serious threat against the administration?
Lahat naman ng plot against the administration will be serious. But whether it will succeed or not is another thing.
So you're considering it as a serious threat. Pero considering, sir, na sabi nyo hindi nyo nga kakasuhan yung mga tao na nandito sa matrix na ito, what does the palace intend to do to stop this threat?
Exposing it, di ba? Kasi kaya natin in-expose para makita natin ang kaibahan ng mga tunay na periodistang kagaya nyo na hindi nagpapalabas ng kasinungalingan, hindi distribute ng mga false news and false narratives. Yun ang intention ni Presidente.
So how can the public make a distinction between the palace just destroying the credibility of this journalist to
How?
the palace responding to
Yun na nga
a
yung
credible
By
threat?
exposing them, sinabihan mo na sa publiko, pag ito galing dito, kay maniwala. Dahil yan ang mga nagpa-plot against this government. Ngayon, pag galing kay Ina, kay Pia, Maricel, Jonah, Ace, RJ, mga matitino yan. See? Wala yung mga pangalan nyo rito eh. Yung may mga pangalan dito, ang delikado.
So we wouldn't expect any other action other than the palace exposing these people.
As I
sir.
said, pag nag-perform na sila, apart from this, which is violative of the provisions of the penal laws, that's a different story.
Pero isn't conspiring against the government violative of the Constitution or the laws, sir?
Pero kung ang conspiracy mo lang ganito, tumutulong ka lang, wala ka namang overt acts na talagang pinapabagsak mo gobyerno, hindi pa. Wala pa, kulang pa.
Kulang pa. Thank you, sir.
Okay, RJ, last issue na to.
Sir, are we reporters being surveilled by that foreign country?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
Not, but we came up with that matrix because a foreign country is surveilling reporters.
Hindi naman,
So
sabi ko,
definitely we are being
basta
surveilled.
alam ko, that's standard yung mga intelligence sharing information. I've been hearing that ever since.
And it's fine, sir, for foreign countries to surveil Filipino journalists.
I don't know whether they're surveillance or not. I'm just saying that intelligence information are shared by them relative to the securities of other countries. Because siguro maapektuhan din sila, whatever. Hindi ko alam. ang reason.
Maapektuhan sila. Sir, may kakasuhan.
Basta lumabag na sila. Pag meron na silang mga overt acts to bring down this government, that's a different
So
story.
that matrix,
Pero kung
hindi,
mga ito lang muna,
hindi pa yan overt, sir.
dati-dati naman nilang pinaggagawa nito hindi naman sila nagsasucceed. But the public has the right to know. They have
Walang
to know.
kakasuhan, sir. So,
Sa ngayon wala kasi wala pang binibigay sa akin na overt acts.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Follow up, Julie.
Sir, since you're saying that the matrix is the matrix that came out in the Manila Times is the same as the president has, how will the palace take to the possibility that the palace might be included in possible charges by these journalists, say for libel or for maligning.
The
for
possibility of what?
libel charges, sir.
Who will file?
What if the journalists or the lawyers file libel charges against the Manila Times and the palace as well? Since you're saying that you have the same matrix, how will the palace react to that?
Pwede, sige. This is a democratic country nga eh. Everyone has the right to sue, but whether or not that will prosper is another story. But we will not stop anybody from filing. That's the right. RJ,
Sige, RJ, follow up yan.
Sir, you mentioned acts na pwede na
Acts?
silang kasuhan. What specific acts na pwedeng makita natin na yes, pwede na silang kasuhan?
kung halimbawa, nag-uusap sila dun sa mga kung sino man yung mga kausap nila na nagpaplano na silang mambomba, magpatay, mag-assassinate. Ibang usapan na yun.
So how is this an ouster plot kung hindi pa siya umaabot sa ganun?
What do you mean, how?
This Bicoy and then communicating with journalists,
Sa ngayon, ang tingin
publishing.
ko, ang purpose nito is to, for this government to lose credibility. That's how you destroy a government. You lose, or government's losing credibility will be the start of its fall. Kasi yung mga tao, kukontra na sa'yo. Kung mapaniwala mo sa mga kasinungalingan mo. Yun ang magiging start niya.
Thank you.
Okay, other issue, Chona. Other issue.
Sir, any update on the diplomatic protest filed by the government?
Wala pa sinasabi si Secretary Locsin kung meron na response.
Tina Maralit. Microphone please, Cedric.
Sir, good afternoon po. Sir, recently yung Philippine Navy po natin, pinadala natin yung BRP Davao del Sur sa China to participate in the founding anniversary po ng People's Liberation Army nila. Hindi po ba ito parang salungat dun sa stand natin ngayon na may diplomatic protest tayo and other things na parang nakikiisa pa tayo imbes na ano?
Hindi naman, parang pupunta lang sila noon dahil sa anibersaryo. Kasi pareho rin sila Navy.
Yes, sir, follow up lang po. Last night po, President Duterte parang called out China dun sa ongoing construction daw po sa disputed territory. So, is this a sign po na the President will take it up with President Xi when he goes to Beijing?
I said before that he may or may not. Depende. Depende sa kanya.
Thank you,
Pwede
sir.
rin naman na si President Xi ang
Take up.
mag-raise ng issue dahil nagbigay na tayo ng ating pananaw o katayuan. We made our stand already.
But sir, is Malacanang confident na pag-uwi ni Presidente from Beijing may makukuha na po tayong resolution?
Well, as we
sa
said,
issues?
as I said before, and as said by the President too the other day or yesterday, negotiation is still the best solution to resolve this conflict. Mag-usap tayo.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, last question na tayo kay Cedric.
Sir, phone-in question, sir. Sir, we need to confirm, sir, kung pinatawag nga daw ni Presidente yung mga Bureau of Immigration agents daw, na Manila agents daw po ito, na allegedly ay nagkakonduct na extortion versus Korean agents. This is a story from 2-3 weeks ago, sir.
Hindi ko pa na ano yan, makarating sa akin. Wala pa akong info niyan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, MPC. Questions? So, okay na tayo? Okay, thank you, MPC. Thank you,
Joyce,
Secretary
wala kaya
Panelo.
tang tanong ngayon.
Joyce? Sandun si Joyce?
Sino ba?
Ay, si
Si
Joyce.
Joyce. Wala kang tanong yata ngayon.
Okay, thank you, Secretary
Si
Panelo.
Bernadette, wala rin tanong. Tahimik.
Thank you,
Okay,
MPC.
thank you.
Thank you. Back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.